What is going on, everyone? I am Egghead Dash, and Bayonetta and Corrin have been released for Super Smash Bros. 4, as well as Umbra Clock Tower. You'll notice that I didn't start with the here's all the stuff you got, like I normally do. That is because I had a bit of a problem recording-wise. OBS crashed in the middle of it. I am using the Elgato Linux driver that I had been using, and the Linux version of OBS crashed on me the first time. So I did basically everything except Corrin. I did the map on both versions, as well as Bayonetta Online. And OBS crashed on me, and I was able to recover the video that was recorded, but there was no commentary track, and I had been recording the commentary track with OBS, not externally, so I'm now recording with Audacity instead, so that if OBS crashes, I still have my commentary track to go by. And I've also noticed that with this configuration, this driver is not very stable. It is far more stable than the Windows version, for me at least, on this system. Windows completely fucked itself. I could not boot Windows. I couldn't even access my files that were on my Windows partition from Linux until I reinstalled Windows. That's how fucked my Windows installation was. And in order to actually get things working again, I would have to go through a big Windows update process, which last time took me days. And now it'll probably install Windows 10 for me, which I don't want. And, I'm sure you've seen, I think it's next week from the time I'm recording this, they're going to, make it a recommended update. So if you have recommended updates checked, it'll just make you go onto Windows 10 next time you restart your computer, and I don't want that. So, I also noticed that this driver has a tendency to sometimes, it'll crash. I have OBS running in the command line, and when it does, it'll say something like, could not find sync, but actually, I have it right here. It says, max resync size reached, could not find sync byte. And when that happens, that means I am fucked. I would have to end the recording and start it over again. But I'll still have everything that occurred before the driver crash, so that's good now. And I haven't had any OBS crashes in the last round of testing, so that is rather fortunate. Anyway, so just bear in mind, I may have the driver crash later on. And basically what it does, it'll just feed the same frame in multiple times forever. There's also occasionally some artifacts, but I seem to have got rid of most of them, and they seem to really only occur either on screens like this, or on the menu, or where there's a lot of static images in actual matches, it won't. So, I guess it's inversely proportional to how much motion there is on the screen, whether there's artifacts or not. So, without further ado, here are the patch notes. So we have a new stage, which is Umbra Clock Tower. It's actually a pretty good stage. I have already seen it. I will show it off again. It's included with Bayonetta. Castle Siege and Coliseum have two new tracks. They are included with Corrin. So Bayonetta was added to the game as far as patch notes go. Bowser and Bowser Jr. got a bit of buff. It seems like lots of people were buffed. A couple of the really high tiers were nerfed. They're all fairly minor changes, though. None of these changes are going to knock people into different tiers. Or launch, as the case may be. Might maybe shuffle them around one or two positions within their tiers, but it's not going to, really break anything. I don't know if these blanks are just they haven't been able to confirm anything yet, or, some of these say no changes, so I don't know. Corrin was added to the game. Let's see. Falco got a lot of changes. These weren't actually there when I looked yesterday. I guess they were recently found. So it looks like it's a pretty huge buff, actually. Just sort of going through it. So again, a lot of them were also weight changes, which are essentially side grades. See, Ike got a bit of a buff. Kirby had a weight change, and there's a new copy of the release, obviously. Little Mac got a pretty decent buff. I don't know how much it'll help. Lucina got a lot, and I believe Marth did as well. It's even more than there was yesterday. I did Marth for my checkout of the new stage. Roy got a bit of a buff. It's mostly frame data. Sheik was nerfed a little bit. Toon Link was buffed quite a bit, actually. It's mostly frame data, but it's a lot of frames. Wario had a bug fix, and Zero Suit got a bit nerfed. Anywho, so let us go now into Umbra Clock Tower. Is a pretty decent stage. Whoops, I am setting my controller down and causing it to go back to the title screen. It's a pretty decent stage. I have heard rumors that it might be tournament legal. The biggest real problems with it are that the background is... There's a lot of stuff happening in the background. Lots of distractions that could potentially screw you. I am going to go with Marth once again. Just do what I did yesterday, and I'm gonna throw random ass CPU on there. Since Marth was what? Oh fuck! That's Pac-Land. I hit the wrong button. I'll come back. Alright, we are actually on Umbra Clock Tower, so you can probably see already how busy that it can possibly be, and it just gets more so after this. It has these platforms come in. It's almost like the Animal Crossing stages, though, where they don't especially more so Town and City. Like, see all these dudes in the background? Yeah, it gets even worse, by the way. Some of them come in, and, they're there, but, it's not a Final Destination clone. But, there's no walk-offs, they tilt occasionally. There's no hazards. That's the real big problem, though, is one of those platforms. Where if you were, it's not a huge shield, normally, but if you were to get stunned or buried on it, like by Zero Suit, for example, who can do both, then you could run into some problems because it'll send you straight up and you'll be one-hit KO'd. It almost reminds me of the one attack that Master Hand and Crazy Hand have in the classic mode, which is what I don't remember which one does. This fucking thing is really distracting too. It just comes like right up on you. Oh hey, platform. See, the first time it'll sort of fly away, I've noticed. And you can also get Caves of Life like this. That is one problem. And then the second time it'll actually scream at you. But it's like the attack that Master Hand and Crazy Hand do. I don't remember which one does which, but one will bury you, and then the other will cause platform. That does nothing. That's just a visual effect. There's not even a win box on it. So at least do some damage. I was gonna die no matter what there. One will bury you, and then one will send platforms up, and you basically die. I die to that so often, and it's really annoying whenever I play Classic Mode. Part of the reason I don't play Classic Mode. Classic Mode is fine, but, Master Core is pretty hard, too. If you can beat him, cool. I can't unless he has, only 2 forms. Which is at, I think, level 5 or something like that. I can't go anything beyond that. If he has, I think it's, 5 forms total on 9.0, yeah, I can't do that. Hey, Bowser Jr. was buffed too. I just remembered that for some reason. And according to the tooltips, the clock here actually shows like the real time. Although I can't read analog clocks that fast while trying to fight someone. In this case, Bowser Jr. But that's what I'm talking about distracting things. Is like just a big ass dragon flying across your screen. Oh, I died. And my alarm is going off. That should not be going off. I don't really particularly care. I know it was a close battle. I don't particularly care to win in this case. I'm just gonna go on the Omega version and turn the alarm off. I'll be back. Well, that was actually quite fortunate. Oh, hello, Roy, my fellow Fire Emblem Buffy. Robin didn't get any changes, I noticed. That's annoying. I kind of liked her to be buffed. So this is the Omega version. Basically, the only difference is there's no platforms. Like, all the stuff in the background is still there being distracting, which is kind of annoying. What was I gonna say? So I actually had the, while I was going and turning off the alarm, I came back and noticed that the freeze had occurred, so that was quite fortunate to happen between matches. I also forgot to mention during the changelog that Bayonetta is officially the winner of the poll. Or I probably should have switched to a different character, shouldn't I? Bayonetta is the winner of the poll for, that they have been holding for, like, a year. Which, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping, it was gonna be Phoenix Wright. But, I guess I can't have everything. And the Bayonetta and Corrin are officially the last two DLCs. So, in the space of, like, a week, both Smash and Splatoon have had their DLCs end. So once this comes out, this will probably come out after my Anchovy Games series. I think I've actually already uploaded that, the first part of that, of 2. And then after this, we'll do Piranha Pit. And this thing still does that in the Omega version, so it definitely doesn't have win box or anything. Damn it. But I will probably do this after the Anchovy Games, then do Piranha Pit afterwards, and then resume to your regularly scheduled Minerva's Den. And finally, maybe I can be done with that. The footage from Minerva's Den was actually recorded in late October and then most of November. The very first video was recorded late in October. The second one was recorded in early November, and then I finished right at the end of November. That's how long I'm holding on to that footage. I can barely remember even how it's going. I'm being surprised by my own Let's Play as I go back and watch all the videos before. Oh damn! Oh, I don't really care. I go back and watch all the videos before I publish them to check for any errors and to come up with titles. That one was a little bit of a bigger loss, and I meant to show off a different character this time. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go with Toon Link. I'm not a particularly big Toon Link player, but I might as well. I mean, he did get pretty well buffed. I'm more of a Link, like normal Link player. I particularly like how Link's up smash works, how it's multi-hit, and how he's got the... But, I mean, he wasn't buffed though. I'm showing off characters that were buffed. He's also got the win box on his boomerang, which I like, and his down air is far more controllable, and you can cancel it after a certain period of time, and you can move horizontally, neither of which are true with Toon Link. I mean, I don't hate Toon Link, I just think Link outclasses him in every way. I don't really play Link that much either. I mainly cycle between Zero Suit Samus, Cloud, the Fire Emblem characters that are not named Lucina. I might start using her now, though, since she got as much of a buff as Marth did. The Fire Emblem characters that are not named Lucina. Cloud, I don't know if I mentioned him already. Rob, and occasionally Lucario. And then Link is like my last pick. Zero Suit Samus is usually my first pick, and they're like, even for an Omega version, this isn't the Omega version. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh well. I just wanted to show off the character, since he's like the only other one. The only other one that I play besides, I said I don't even really play him, as I just described. That I play besides Marth that got any kind of significant buff. I guess Roy did too, but we saw him as a CPU, and he's too similar to Marth. I mean, if I were to show off everyone that got changed, it would take forever. I would kind of like to get into the multiplayer character aspect of this DLC update patch thing. Okay. Mission quest. Well, I'm probably gonna. I bought the Lord of the Rings Blu-ray extended edition recently, and I'm having a friend over today, and I think we might watch it. We haven't decided yet, but I'm like, it's been years since I've seen them, and they're some of my favorite movies. So, that could seriously screw you over. Yeah. Now I'm concentrating now. I don't really have much to talk about either. This is probably over soon anyway. Wait, okay, OBS is still working. Like, seriously, this is the best solution. If you saw how the game capture software and everything, literally everything on Windows ran on this laptop that I'm using, you would hate it. But Arch runs just fine for me. So, come on. It is just gonna fly away. So that can indeed be less gravity when oh my lord. Alright. I think it is time to head into the multiplayer and start doing stuff with Bayonetta and Corrin. Bayonetta I've already tried out, Corrin I have not. I will see you once we get there.